Hey everyone, and welcome back to Woo Woo Wednesday, where I share my intuitive insight and weekly wisdom with you through the use of oracle cards. I'm Brittney Carmichael, the founder of Shine School, the Shine from the Inside Oracle, and the Goddess Retreats, where I empower women to break free of the fear that stops them from shining their authentic light and pursuing their purpose. So today I'm excited to join you. We just recently had a full moon. Now we're headed towards the new moon. We're right in the middle, so we're at a transitional period in this time. And usually when we're in that in-between state, we get a little impatient, we get a little frantic. And so I thought today would be the perfect day to remind you that we are still in transformation season. It is still Scorpio season. We are still purging away and burning, transforming and rebirthing all the things that are outdated and no longer serve us. And we're calling in for that new chapter. So I'm excited to join you. Last week, I didn't come on live. For anyone who's in the Elevated Life Club, we taught on overcoming trauma last week, and that particular day, our almost 15-year-old dog almost bit the dust and said goodbye to us. But luckily, through crystals, prayer, y'all's good vibes, and all the magical tools that we've been able to use on our sweet dog, he is recovering and doing well. So I just want to first of all say thank you so much for all of the love and all of the support. It was so tough to, have to come to accept that this could be the last chapter in our almost 15-year-old dog Rupert's life. So luckily we still have a little bit more time with him, and we are so grateful for that, and just wanted to say thank you so much for all of your support. So I wasn't here last week. I had my own personal traumas to go through, and luckily we pulled through, and I'm just so grateful to be here. So I'm gonna pull some cards from the Shine from the Inside Oracle deck with the intention that we all receive the message we need most at this time for this transitional pivotal period. I don't know how you guys are feeling, but a lot of the women in my Shine Tribe Sisterhood, my coaching clients, hell, even my hair clients at the salon are all feeling this change happening. Everything is kind of just like swirling around us, and we can't seem to grasp or get grounded on like that exact clarity of where we're going, but we just know it's not where we're at now, and we're ready for change. So if you're someone who's feeling that, like I'm going through change, I'm not exactly sure where I'm going, I just know I have to go somewhere different than I am now, then no, do not fret. You are not alone. Everyone is feeling this current that is going to be challenging your faith. It's going to be challenging your ability to let go of control and to relax into that flow of trust and faith in yourself and in the universe, or whatever you want to call it. Love your magical top today. Thank you so much. I saw this with all the stars and the velvet. I'm like, I'm a sucker for velvet right now. I'm like, stars, velvet, pink. It's like, it was made for me. So thank you for that, especially coming from a magical fashionista yourself. So I just want to say thank you again for being here. If this is your first time, let me know in the comments. Say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. And I'm going to shuffle with the intention that we all receive the message we need to hear during this transformational time. Just know that you are not alone. So if it's safe for you, let's tune in. Let's check in with ourselves. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Fill up your lungs, fill up your entire body with that beautiful white light, and then exhale side out. Just move that energy. We're midday, maybe ending the day for you, and it's time to just reground ourselves, to check back in. So now on the next inhale, breathe in that beautiful white glowing light, fill up your whole body with it. Now I want you to scan as you exhale from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, noticing if there's any tightness or tension that you're holding on to. As you exhale, just do a mental scan over your body. See if there's anything like, oh, my hips are tight. I've been sitting all day. My shoulders hurt. For me, my pecs hurt so bad. I've been working out in the gym with Chris, lifting weights again. I'm like, my body. So on that next inhale, breathe in some white golden light. Bring that into the area that you feel tightness or pain or tension. So bring in that beautiful light through your breath and direct it into those areas where you feel tension. So if it's in your shoulders, breathe in and bring that air up into the shoulders, and then as you exhale, let those muscles melt, like send them down to the earth. You can actually control your energetic state, your pain threshold. Ooh, cards are already flying. OMG. All right, we need to take a pause really quick. Earlier, I said the phrase, let go of control and relax into flow. When I said that, I was like, okay, Brittney, quote your own fucking oracle card. Okay. So that's the card that literally just fell out of the deck. Let go of control and relax into flow. That is your message, to trust the process, trust the timing, trust that every puzzle piece to your life's mission and project will come together in the exact right time, in the exact right moment. What your job is to do is to continue to stay open to receive, continue to stay in gratitude and appreciation, because that's what's attracting abundance, and to have the courage to keep committing to consistent daily action towards that goal, that dream, or that feeling that you want to cultivate. It doesn't have to be perfect. It could be sloppy ass 5-second action, but as long as your energy is moving forward, you're putting the call out there to the universe saying, hey, I'm focusing on this. This is what I want more of. Like, hello, help me out here. So I can't tell you how many times I wanted to achieve some massive crazy goal, and I'm like, I have no idea how that's gonna happen. And every day I just keep, like following the nudges. And let me give you an example. Talking about relaxing into the flow of things. I had a client in the hair salon, this was many years ago, cancel midday. So it was like right in the middle of my day. It used to frustrate the hell out of me. I'd be like, oh, that's my rent. What am I gonna do for 2 hours? Like, it used to drive me crazy, and it would put me in a negative energy state. That negative energy state, guess what? Attracts more of that. So you just sit in this like not good feeling. While I was committed to only, like choosing high level energy and like always looking for the good and not letting like little shit bring my energy down. So when this client canceled, I like felt that moment of just like, I could go into reaction mode and be a little whiny brat about it, or take a deep breath and ask myself, how can I productively use this time to move forward towards my dreams, right? Because if I'm like doing someone else's hair, then maybe I'm building their dream and not necessarily mine, if you understand what I'm saying. So I asked myself, what can I do with this time? How can it be more productive to grow my business? Here's what I did. I called Chris up. I said, grab the camera. We're going to take photos together. And he came and picked me up from the salon. We drove down to a park. We started taking pictures. I was gonna make new headshots, new business cards. I'm like, let's just up-level the branding. And this was like a solid 8 to 10 years ago. So got over 10 years ago now that I think about it. It was like 2012, 2013. They're like headshots and all the fancy pretty pictures on Instagram wasn't really a thing, okay? So I just told Chris, let's go take these pictures. And while I was taking the photos, I'm taking action. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just following the clues, like, okay, well, how can I best use my time right now? While I was doing that photo shoot with Chris, I got a phone call during that moment from Good Morning Texas asking me and inviting me to come on TV and teach about hair. Okay, did I go and apply for the TV show and be like, please let me get on TV? No, I didn't. What I did is I just followed what felt right to me in the moment, moving my business forward one action step at a time. And then the opportunity was presented. It wasn't out of the blue. It was because I was putting action and energy to grow that business, to share the message. So my advice to you in letting go of control and relaxing into flow is don't worry about what you're doing as far as like, is this the perfect, this is a perfectionist. Is this the perfect right step I should be taking? Don't worry about that. Just make sure that the action you are taking is in alignment with the direction you want to go. So if your direction you want to go is health and well-being, then let's make sure that our action steps today are to nourish our body with high vibing energy, to make sure that we're drinking our water, to put the fucking donut down and go take a walk. Like, we have to make sure that our actions are aligned, and those small consistent steps towards that goal of that overall goal of wellness and health will come to form throughout the process. It's not about, I was coaching a client today, and we were talking about like, okay, if we set goals last year to lose 15 pounds and make $1 million, and we're coming up on these new goals for this year, and it's the same goals, we didn't achieve it, then obviously we have to change the approach, because that we didn't get to the goal, right? So my suggestion to her was, well, what if we change what we're going after? Not necessarily the goal itself, but what, when you have a goal in your life, it's to have a certain feeling. It may be to have $1 million or lose 15 pounds, but it's not the actual goal, the thing that brings the fulfillment. It's the feeling that you feel about achieving $1 million or losing that 15 pounds. So what if we move forward into 2023 and our goals are based on a feeling that we want to create because of the action that we took to get there? I always say the joy is found in the journey. It's not that end goal destination. When you hit that peak and you make it on TV, you will, or make the $1 million or lose the 15 pounds or get married or whatever goal you might have, you're gonna come to the exact same question that every person who's ever achieved anything big comes to. And that question is, well, what's next? And it never fucking ends. So if this cycle never ends, then we've got to start cultivating and curating the celebrations along the way so that we build joy in the process of doing it and not waiting to celebrate for that 15 seconds of, we did it, we crossed the finish line, we trained for 6 months to run a marathon and we did it in X amount of hours and now what? So we have to appreciate and celebrate every step along the way. And trust that it is going to lead you to that perfect destination. And that's how we let go of control and relax into flow, knowing that if I show up and take responsibility for taking aligned action every day, then that plus the magic that is and has brought you to this point in manifesting all your goals will take me to that next level. I look around where I live now, and this was everything I dreamed of at my last home. I wanted more light and more windows, and I've got windows, as you can tell, it's bright. I've got windows everywhere because I was in a cave, I was in a dungeon. And now I'm over here going, well, now I have the windows and the light, now I want 20 acres. So the goal continues to expand. That's what the elevated life is all about, is continuing in that elevation process where you get comfortable with more. This is the most beautiful thing, is allowing yourself to receive. And the way that we let go of that control and trust in that relaxation is knowing, look around. You've already manifested the life that you once dreamed of 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. So that same process that got you to here, can you only imagine how much faster and how much more amazing it will feel when you're actually like on board with the trust process instead of like fighting and trying to control and hustle your way to the end? Okay, here I go. Let me just slow down, y'all. Are you guys with me? Are you good with this? Setting your goals based on a feeling, not necessarily the action that you're gonna get. Okay, my goal is 15 pounds, whether it's to gain or to lose. How is that gonna make you feel? Let's make the feeling the goal, not the action. Does that make sense? When we make the feeling the goal, the actions will shift themselves. Okay, let's see. That was my card before meditation earlier too. Oh my gosh, Leanne, that's so crazy. Whew, okay, sending hearts, but it's coming up as an angry dude. No worries, no worries. All right, I'm gonna shuffle so that we get 2 more cards for this week now that we are good to go with relaxing into the flow and letting go of that control. All right, second card comes up. We'll pull 1 more. So I want to ask you, is there an area in your life where you've got a stronghold on the way that it's going to turn out? Is there an area that you're literally cards just flew everywhere. Is there an area that you are holding on to too much control, whether it be in a relationship or calling in the next right job or finding that land, that 20 acres that you want to move to? Where are you holding on to too much control where you can just give it over and let it go and just trust that it'll show up? And where do you need that extra assistance? Even if you don't believe that if you just like surrender, it'll all happen, which by the way, that's the secret, surrender. But even if you don't believe that, wouldn't it just feel better to like take some of that pressure off anyway? So why don't you just try it out? With you on the windows in the 20 acres. Yes. My light work in healers know we need that space to go heal, to reconnect, to recharge our energy. So I feel like all of us high vibing healers are like headed to the woods right now. Okay, last card. Let's see what we need to pay attention to before we hit this new moon next week. And speaking of next week, we've got Thanksgiving. I also will be doing a free live masterclass called I keep doing this, Reclaim Your Goddess Power. I'm about to announce it on this week's Woo Woo Wednesday email, so make sure you check that out in your inbox if you're on my list, and I will be sharing how you can sign up on all my social media channels because I've got some magic to share, and I just want to help you to activate that confidence and just that clarity in the direction and the actions that you guys are taking in your life. And this masterclass will definitely help you do that. Finally, I've been shuffling forever. It finally came out. Okay, got it. You gotta have patience is the key in the spirit world, right? Or at least, in the physical world. Our spirit can anything, but it's here on this planet we have to cultivate the patience. Okay, I'm just gonna check in with everyone. Yes, needing more nature, feeling that. Okay, second card, practice feng shui and create a sacred space. Here we go. We're talking about controlling our environment. So there's some things that we absolutely can't control outside of ourselves, but the things that we can control are our attitude in response to any given situation and the energy that, you know, like being responsible for the energy that we are putting ourselves into. If you think about, I'm thinking of a fish, like when you put a small fish in a big fish tank, it grows to the size of the tank, like the ratio, right? If you keep that same type of fish in a teeny tiny tank, it will stay that small size. So when I think about our environment as a expander or a conduit for our own energy, when this card comes up, you want to make sure that your root chakra, your grounding sense, your place where you feel sacred and safe and supported actually is providing that nurturing energy for you. So maybe you're like me and you are clearing out all the clutter right now. I am going through every drawer, every pantry, everything, and like, nope, this doesn't serve me anymore. I haven't used this, I haven't touched it in 6 months, it's got to go. So, and that also feels good because I know there's someone out there that wants exactly what I have to release, and it's a win-win for everyone. So maybe you're like me and going through the process of decluttering and also updating my bedroom. I want to change the vibes within the intimacy between Chris and I. Not that it's bad, I just am always looking to like make it more and sexy and amazing. So I've ordered, here's my kick on velvet. I've ordered velvet curtains for our bedroom, which we haven't had curtains in a long time. I've changed out some of the rugs and the pillows and the bedding. Like I'm just making these small tweaks and changes to shift the energy. So maybe you're painting your house. Maybe you are just lighting some incense or getting more light. Maybe you haven't opened your windows in a minute. Like open the windows and let some fresh air in. This is about shifting the energy in your home environment so that you have a place to plug into, to recharge, to nurture, to feel supported. Because especially if you're someone who's in a job that as an empath, it is knocking you off your socks basically. You don't feel safe, you don't feel grounded, you're constantly getting your energy pulled left and right in the external world, no matter what your job is. When you come home, you want to make sure that you feel like, oh, I'm at peace. So if there's clutter, if there's chaos, usually it's a sign that there's mental clutter. So if you want to clear up some of that overwhelm mentally, try cleaning up the physical environment because that will create a sense of calm and peace. So where are you guys at on this card? How can you practice more feng shui? Is it clearing out the clutter? Is it bringing more plants in? Is it opening up the windows to let the light in? Is it changing the scents or the colors? Let me know how you're gonna practice feng shui in the comments below. The more love and self-belief you give, the greater you grow. I love that, Leanne. Make that into a quote. That's beautiful. Vic says, being patient, putting in the work, the time is near, having to ground extra to contain the feeling and remain patient. Okay, Taurus, definitely grounding and patience are your key words in that sentence. So that's the thing, like if you're not being called to act and change isn't upon you, like here you go, like make that move, do that thing, then it's an unconscious message from the universe to fucking rest, to chill out, to calm down. Because when you are called to make that big change or up level or transform or release or go through a process of grief or whatever, when you are called to act, you'll actually have the reserves and energy to be able to show up for what is being called or asked of you. Jesse says, definitely the clutter. It's got to go. I love that. I actually have a free guidebook called Detox and Declutter. It's how I purge and go through physical, mental, emotional energy, even like my social medias. I have a section on that. So if you want to download that free guidebook, I believe the website is brittneycarmichael.com/detox. DM me if that doesn't work and I'll send it to you. Badass Women Empowering Salon is so close. I mean, Vic, the fact that you guys are putting that fresh white coat on the salon is just clearing the energy, setting the tone. It's calling in that new high level. So I have no doubt that beginning of 2023 is going to be time for you guys. Okay, the last card is to celebrate yourself. You deserve it. Oh my gosh. So this is so special because earlier I was talking about how the joy is found in the journey. And once you hit that goal, you ask yourself this very important question: what's next? So you have to continue going on this expansion and evolution journey. So the way that we make the most of it, and this is a beautiful lesson that I teach inside Shine School, my 6-week course on reclaiming your power. In the last module on trusting the universe and manifesting your dreams, one of the lessons that I teach is to celebrate the small wins. And when I see this card, celebrate yourself, you deserve it, it's so often that I am coaching clients where they're not giving themselves any credit for the consistent small daily action that they're taking. They're waiting for that one big moment of like, oh, good job, you crossed that finish line, or you hit that check, or you did this bonus, or whatever the hell. But it's every single day we need to look for a reason to celebrate. Ask yourself, what did I do? What can I celebrate today? Even if it's the smallest thing, even if it's, I woke up and I chose to be happy today, or I like drank a green juice and I've been slacking on my workout and so I did something good for me today. Like, what is the one thing that you can celebrate yourself today? I want to know in the comments below. So think about that. Take a moment to honor yourself. If you can get into the practice of celebrating and appreciating yourself every day, 1, confidence levels will be through the roof, and 2, you'll turn yourself into a natural magnetic attractor of all the things that are representation of the feeling that you're feeling. So when you're celebrating yourself, you're going to attract more opportunities to celebrate. You're going to attract more people into your life that want to celebrate you. So give yourself what you want from other people, and you will then, like by law of attraction, reverse engineer that process and get more of it. So many of us feel empty and we go outside ourselves and say, okay, I'm looking for this thing. But when we go inward and say, you know what, I want this thing, I'm gonna give it to me. And that's where buy your own damn flowers came from in a very famous lesson out of Shine School. When you give that thing to yourself, the nurturing, the support, the abundance, the compliment, the celebration, you end up attracting people who want to do that for you as well. So it's a win-win. Like, you feel good and then you attract people who also make you feel good. So when you go to seek it outside of yourself before celebrating yourself, you will be met by disappointment because they won't have the understanding of the expectation that you're placing on them. So you take them off the hook by celebrating yourself. Leanne says, buy your own damn flowers. I love you so much. Jesse says, thank you. I've had strep, pneumonia, and most recent sprained ankle this last week, all since the end of September. My body's definitely told me it's time to fucking change, girl. I am proud of myself for finally listening. Yeah, Jesse, I'm so glad you didn't wait until hit like total rock bottom, but definitely spraining the ankle. I mean, I had to break my hand. The universe broke my hand last year to get me to like, hey girl, you know, you can just hang out, it's fine. So I'm grateful that you're finally listening so you don't endure any more physical pain to get you to slow down. Liz says, I've been dressing up for work and wearing lipstick. Yes! Do you know that my very first blog that I ever wrote on BrittneyCarmichael.com was called Just Put the Damn Lipstick On? Because I felt, as someone who didn't have confidence, who didn't find themselves beautiful, who really struggled with their self-image, especially as a hairdresser, like, I know what to do and I still don't love myself. I'm like doing all the things. I was so afraid to wear lipstick. I thought like only supermodels wear lipstick. And so I wrote myself a love letter that said, just put the damn lipstick on. And I'm so grateful that you are showing up for yourself and creating that sense of confidence. And you know, like when my mother-in-law used to work for a plastic surgeon, and she always said, if you're gonna feel like shit, at least look good. So if you want to start feeling better, you start like reverse engineering. This is like, we're doing it all backwards here. If you just do the opposite of what you've been doing, you'll get what you want, literally. So when you show up and you put a little pride and energy into the way that you carry yourself, and it raises your energy, it makes you feel a certain way. And that then raises that confidence level. Okay, celebrate not allowing a very direct negative message to affect my energy, nor take it negative. As you said recently, love and light, fuck off. You know, when you think of like spiritual teachers, you think like just a doormat and just love and peace and all of that. And that is true to some degree, but there's also something called boundary. I think it's really important for us to find that healthy balance. If something is making you feel bad, just unplug, detox. You don't owe anybody anything. You don't have to be a dick, just don't take it in, don't receive that. So the fact that you are celebrating that you didn't allow someone else's crazy drama to affect you is a huge huge, huge win in my book. So many women that I coach often tell me that they really care about what other people think. And when you take that freedom away from yourself by giving power to other people, you're at a loss, okay? You're at a loss in this lifetime. So the fact that when you reclaim that power by not caring about what other people think of you, and I'm not saying like just shit on everyone. I'm just saying it's important for you to just not care about what other people's opinions are of you, because they're only half truths. They're based in their perspective and their projections, and it is not who you really are. Good projections and bad projections. You know, good and bad, right? That's how we label it. You look so pretty. Thank you, little sis. My little sis is in the house. Everyone shout out to Miss Kara. Oh my gosh, I love you so much. Oh, by the way, we're going to Mom's on Sunday at 2. Surprise, not a surprise if Mom's watching. We're coming over to celebrate your birthday. I meant to call you, but here we are. Okay, I bought a new lipstick today, freaky shit. Well, there it is. It's time to up-level the way that you look and the way that you feel about yourself. All right, let's recap for the week. Let go of control and relax into flow. This is so important for you to just calm the F down, take a nap, rest, and trust that everything is gonna fall into the right place at the right time. But also take action consistently every day. It's like rest, but take action. And maybe that action is rest, so don't confuse yourself. Productive action, rest is productive action, okay? So maybe you're being called to rest. If you have pneumonia, sprained ankle, and strep, I think your aligned action is to allow your body to heal. The second card that came up this week is to practice feng shui and create a sacred space. So make sure you are creating an environment that nurtures you and you have a place to plug back into where you feel safe and nourished. And the last card for the week is to celebrate yourself, because you deserve it. Celebrate every single step, every single day. You should be so proud of the work that you've done. You know, if you think back over the last 10 years, how far you've come, you'll realize, holy shit, I've done a lot. But if you think about, what have I done over the last year? You'll be like, I don't know, I haven't really done much. Or maybe you do give yourself credit, and that's wonderful. Action, rest, repeat. My life at the moment. Leanne, that sounds like the perfect balance. I love that. I love you so much, sis. Okay, if you love this message, please tag a soul sister, share it on your social, whatever you gotta do to spread the good vibes. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below or DM me. And because I love hearing from you. I love hearing what's going on in your life and how I can best support you. As I mentioned, we do have a free live masterclass on reclaiming your goddess power next Tuesday. I believe we're still shooting for next Tuesday. I'm gonna put it in the email for you to sign up this week. We're doing it live, one time only, so make sure that you are there. And I think that's it for announcements. The only other thing I can think of is we just hit our 200th application for the Goddess Retreat. So if you are thinking about joining us next year in Colorado, April 2023 at the Goddess Retreat, then be sure to sign up, put your application in now, as we are emailing and inviting the ones that have signed up. So I am just so thankful for each and every one of you. This has been so much fun. Be sure to check out the podcast on Friday for the Elevated Life. We are coming out with an amazing topic on 5 signs that your inner child needs healing. And hey, guess what? We taught about inner child healing in the Elevated Life Club. So we've got the antidote for you. If you're someone on your journey who's like, I need help, I'm ready to heal, I'm not sure what the next step is, and I'm ready to feel good, then this masterclass inside the club is definitely for you, and the podcast will be a nice little preview of the magic that we have in store. Jessie says, thank you for all you do. I definitely need to take time out to rest. It's hard, but I'm learning. So I'm so glad I caught the live. I needed it today. I'm so glad that you're here. Rest is a key priority for everyone involved. All right, I'm gonna pull a card on rest, about rest. Like, what do we need to know about rest right now? Leanne says, the fucking bomb that masterclass was. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Britt. Always great to catch you live. So good to see you, Lorraine. I just love you so much. Everyone who's been watching live or watching the playback, I just am so grateful for you. All right, what do we need to know about rest? What information, what wisdom is coming through on rest? Whoop, okay, rest. Okay, this is it. Be bold, don't be afraid to stand out. So when this card pertains to rest, what I'm seeing is as a leader, sometimes you have to do the thing that no one else is doing. And our culture is in the mindset and mode of hustle, go, don't stop, like burnout, break, like just fucking keep going. And so the bold thing to do to stand out when it comes to rest is to actually show up and be that prime example and that leader of what it looks like to take time off, to give yourself permission to rest. And when you do that, you actually show others that like, wow, she's not drained. She has energy and patience to handle her kids or this and run her job and do the things. Like, so the bold move here when it comes to rest is to be a leader and to set that tone, especially if you are in a family and you feel like I do all the things I can't. I have all the kids and I work and my husband fucking sucks and like all the things. If that's you, then your bold move is to ask for help, control freak, and take a fucking nap. Go get a massage, go do something for you. All right. I feel solid. Do you guys feel solid? This was amazing. Leanne says, thank you, Britt. Have an awesome afternoon and evening. Off to bed. Oh, I don't even know what that time is. Is that 10:22? Like, we don't use military time. Are you kidding me? I love it. Thank you so much for tuning in all the way from the UK and wherever you're watching. It means so much to me to join you guys each week and share my wisdom and love with you. So if you want to spread the sparkle magic, then please do so and tag me at The World by Britt, and I will catch you guys next week for some more magic. Yes, you have a great day. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Peace.